Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. My guest today is Landria Onkka. She has a remarkable background in investment banking, and now she's shifted into a whole new mindset. Landria, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I'm glad you're here. Give us some background. Fill our room with your essence of what you've done. It's a remarkable career, and where you're going with your new ventures.
Yeah, well, as you know, I spent 25 years as an investment banker. That was never planned. I somehow just transitioned in that, as many people do along the way in their careers, and go with it. And so I ended up in the financial world working with celebrities and professional athletes on entertainment projects, very wealthy people. And it was a pretty amazing journey, let's just put it that way. But I never really totally connected to it. I was passionate about writing and so many other things, but I was very good at what I did. So 25 years later, I find myself asking, what next? There's so many things that I could do, but what do you do when you're a baby boomer? And you're thinking, what are my options here? If you're in a successful career, where do you go from there? And that's where I was. I had a great career. It was very lucrative. And but again, I was at this crossroads in my career.
Okay, now what is the new projects and because it's exploded. I mean, you have all kinds of people clattering all over the globe about you. Tell our audience what it is.
Well, what happened is, most people, when they get to be my age and they are established in a career, they don't think they have anywhere else to go. And I think that we have so many opportunities right now open to us through technology. And as an investment banker, I knew that. I saw the companies that I was working with that were really successful were going into technology. They were getting higher profits and revenues, automating things, using affiliate marketing, and all of the programs out there that so many companies were not utilizing. And I realized that I could create the kind of freedom that I truly wanted and go after the things I was passionate about if I learned technology. And so that's exactly what I did. I quit my investment banking career after 25 years, and I decided to write a book. I was very passionate about writing, so I wrote a best-selling award-winning book called The Rooftop Christmas Tree. It was turned into a television movie. That's sort of unheard of, to get that in your first book. Wrote several more, learned how to use technology and created online businesses because I realized there's so many people out there like myself who don't know where to go. And they're so unhappy in their careers and their jobs. And I see these business owners, struggling, working hard, and we were having to raise millions of dollars to keep them going. And the success rate was not very high. And I realized technology was opening up doors for so many people, like individuals who could never dream of having their own businesses. And it felt really good to open up that gateway for them and show them there's another way.
Tell me about the businesses that you started, so the audience gets a flavor for your style, your path.
Yeah. So when you advertise on the internet, you're required to have a YouTube channel. So I was trying to figure out who's going to relate to an investment banker, and so what I was promoting was internet training. I wanted to get people to take this very seriously. This is no longer the wild, wild west, and there's some great programs out there where you can learn how to use the internet to create those businesses, any kind. And So I thought, what am I going to talk about? Who's going to relate to investment banker? And so I talked about just really changing your life, and that the internet doesn't discriminate, and that anybody who's willing to put the work in, and it is work. These are real businesses. They take, investment in time, commitment. And I started talking about, why would anybody hold back on changing their lives? Why would you not use the tools and technology we have available? So I became an influencer on YouTube, helping people to change their lives. So I have two websites. One is the business tools to learn the internet training so that people can create those online businesses, and even if they have existing businesses. And the other one is really spiritual teaching, spiritual mentoring, to help people break through those self-imposed barriers.
So are you saying those two are interconnected, the spiritual learning, the spiritual training, and business success?
Yeah, and the reason why, Michael, is because people are changing how they think about their lives. They really care more about living quality lives. It's not just about the money. You're probably going to see out there that people are more concerned about helping one another, time with their families, and that's what they're so focused on, is quality of life. So I do have a focus on that with landria.com. We talk about, it's so important to go after your passion first. And then let's use the tools in business to make that other part of your life work, because so many people are going into jobs that they hate. 85% of people hate their jobs, and they don't know where to go from there. And I'm telling people, you should balance these things out. You should go after a life you love and start pursuing the things that you're passionate about, and the money will come. Just go out and don't be afraid to learn something new, and get that out of your head, that there are barriers in age or education or anything else. And this is global. I reach global audiences with these messages, and it's been working. It's been highly effective.
Well, your numbers prove it out. I mean, give our audience a flavor for those who don't already know you, the what you've been able to do, how, and the net result of your success as measured by followers and measured by interactions.
Yeah, well, I looked and I thought I had over 7 million viewers and 60,000 subscribers, and that doesn't even come close to all these subscribers I have on my lists of people that just want information. It's like, how do I get out of this situation? How do I feel good about myself? And if I'm going to a job I hate every day, and I've had these great ideas, I would love to have my own business, but they don't think of themselves as entrepreneurs. We show them you can do everything, you can. And so I have an e-course called Breakthrough Fear that I released in the beginning of the year, and it's had 5-star reviews. And that's, I have to say, for me, coming from the financial industry where I really struggled every day with what I was doing, to do what I'm doing and flourish even greater than when I was investment banker and change people's lives, I hope I'm demonstrating to people that you can have it all. And, we're on planet Earth. It's going to have challenges. But, when you can reach global audiences and make this kind of difference, that's proof that technology can be used for amazing things.
There is a single thread of success that goes from business practices, which you all really need to know and have, to spiritual growth and enhancement and enlightenment, to be able to blend those two. Give our audience that statement that connects the two, and will give them something to go with.
Well, if you think about it, if you are putting others first, and the good of others, right down to what products or services you promote, is it hurting or helping our planet? Our kids are going to be left with whatever we do or don't do here that's either going to be destructive or beneficial. And if you start to put that first, then you will be offering value to other people. And that is the critical key right now, is to feel good about yourself, what you're promoting, and making a difference on the planet. And that's where, you don't walk out of a job where you hate what you're doing, or, what it's doing to the planet or other people. When you put others first, and you are controlling that business yourself, doing the right things, you feel really good. it's a win-win. And so that's where the spiritual and the business comes in. It's like we need to be very conscious what we do every day and how we make money, and if it is a benefit to the planet. And then that's always going to be good for you and your family and your spiritual being.
I agree. All right, we've come to the end of our interview. Don't hang up. I want to talk to you after the show, but I would also like to extend to you an invitation to walk through some of the lessons that you're teaching people. Give us a little excerpt or every so often and come back on the show and do that with me. Would you be all right with that?
I would love that. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. All right, you've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Thank you for joining with us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.